Lonnie, before we do bring in the light, just give me a quick tempo before we sort of like.
So which one? Can we start with Rick? I forget. Okay. So, you ready?
שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, 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 שבלכים גם יחד. מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד, מה טוב, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד, מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לי, יאללה לי, יאללה 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 לי, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לה, לה 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 לה.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat.
Welcome to Temple Akiba and our very hot Kabalat Shabbat.
Kabahat Shabbat.
Kabahat Shabbat. We're so happy to see all of you here tonight, and we're really excited to be back actually in our social hall, which we haven't been in, I think, many months. But you know, it's been a really difficult time. It's been a week filled with a lot of darkness, and we felt that we wanted to come into a space that we are not in front of you, but really surrounded, that we're all surrounding each other with our light and our love. And in fact, our theme of our service tonight is light. So many of the songs and the prayers that you'll be hearing tonight have the theme of light within them. And it is our hope and our prayer that all of our lights shining together, our motto, will pierce the darkness that has befallen on us. So there's a lot of celebration though. We have a bat mitzvah that we're going to celebrate tomorrow of Emily Olshan. So we're so excited about that. Emily will be coming up and leading many of the prayers with us tonight. And I'm so happy to have our Kabalat Shabbat band back with us tonight, and wanted to introduce everyone to you. So I'm Cantor Lonnie Freilich, and we have Rabbi Shapiro,
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome in. We're glad you're here.
Jonathan Gording, Dylan Hallisey, Craig Newman,
Shabbat Shalavya.
we have Monique Newman, we have Sadie Newman, and we have my daughter, Indy Gantman.
Yay!
And, of course, our huge thank you. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Ray Martin, who is responsible for truly us being here. So thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom. Our next prayer that we will be doing is called Bring in the Light. And it's a beautiful song about lighting the lights of Shabbat.
Hey, Ray, can I get a little bit more of this?
Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light,
Bring in the light of Shabbat. Hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom. May you have a peaceful day.
Shabbat Shalom. May you have a restful day.
Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat.
We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light.
Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat.
Lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Shabbat.
Shalom.
Time to take a big deep breath. Shabbat.
Shabbat.
Shalom. A special day for us to rest. Bring in the light. Bring in the light.
Bring in the light of Shabbat.
We light
The lights of Shabbat.
Try that again.
Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat.
Lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Emily, we're going to invite your parents up in a moment, but for now we need to invite you up alone because we can't have a bat mitzvah for you until you receive your Hebrew name. Otherwise, you would be a nameless bat mitzvah girl. As you stand here, come over here where people can kind of see you. As you stand here before your synagogue community, you come at a time where you, Emily, bring a lot of light at a dark time. It takes a lot of responsibility to face the world and to stand up in front of a congregation after we've experienced so much darkness. But you are a reminder that every tiny bit of light makes the world a little better. And how serendipitous that you actually chose your own Hebrew name, the Hebrew name being Chaya, which means life. And you chose that before knowing what was going on this week. You chose the name Life, Chaya, because you're the kind. I'm not naming one person or three. That's all right. Life, every small bit of life, is a realization for the rest of us that we all have to choose life every day by bringing goodness into the world. So your life, your light, and your goodness, Emily, make our congregation better every single day. So this blessing that comes from your Torah portion this week, you're going to hear it like a million times over this weekend. It's called the priestly benediction, and it is one that will follow you through every life cycle that you have. So, Kendra, can you come to this side so we can offer this together?
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God, I'm sorry, it's not about you. May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chonecha.
May God's soul shine upon you and be gracious unto you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom. Shalom.
May God's countenance always be lifted upon you, Emily, and grant you the most precious gift, the gift of shalom, of peace. Everyone say amen? Amen. Amen. Mazel tov. Don't go anywhere. We're now going to invite your parents, Paul and Deborah, forward to help us with the lighting of our Shabbat candles. That's for you. We'll leave that here for now. And we're in our prayer pamphlets on the bottom of page 1. There's a two-step process.
Go get her. Just take her in the kitchen.
Baru atah Adonai
shel Shabbat. We're going to ask for all who are able to please rise for the Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinhilanu. Zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom tehillah lemikra'ei kodesh zeher litziat Mitzrayim ki banu v'harta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodsheha ve'ahava uvratzon hinhaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim. Now, please be seated, everyone. Paul, Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov. And, yeah, take your thing. Good job, Emily. L'charodi. So, in Svat, in Israel, I'm sorry? Oh. No. I'll give this back in a second. In Svat, in Israel, when the light was setting, when the sun was setting on Friday evenings, they didn't want the light to be gone, so they created their own light. They would dance as the sun was setting, and they would even bow toward the setting sun as though a groom might bow toward a bride. And Shabbat has been seen as a wedding service. Shabbat entering our lives like a bride filled with light. And so we remember that by singing Lecha Dodi, come forward to meet the bride, come forward to meet Shabbat. And as a remnant of that dance, at the final verse, we stand and we face the entry to our prayer space, and we bow as Shabbat enters our souls. Craig, you're in 3 or 4? Okay.
Tempo-wise? Lonnie, good tempo? One, two, three, 4. Ya la 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 la, ya 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 la, ya la la, ya la la la, la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la, ya la la la, la la, ya la la, ya la la, la ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la ya, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, ya la, ya la, ya la, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, ya la, ya la, ya la, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Kabblat.
Shamor v'zachor v'dibor achad, Yishiyanu Elam yuchad, Adonai echad, Shmo achad, V'shemo tiferet v'nitzah.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, yalla la, yalla la, yalla, b'nei Shabbat, Kabblat. Lecha dodi likrat kala, yalla la, yalla la, yalla, b'nei Shabbat, Kabblat. Likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nelcha, היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם ניסוחה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, בני שבת לקבלה.
התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בעורק קומי אורי, אורי אורי, שדברי, כבוד אדוני היה לקניקלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, בני שבת נקבלה. יאללה 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 yalla la yalla la la yalla la 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 yalla la yalla la la yalla la la yalla la yalla la yalla la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala yalla la yalla la yalla la בני שבת נקבלה.
We remain standing.
And we invite Emily to join us for the Chatzi Kaddish.
We're on the top of page 3. Amen. B'chayevon u'byomechon u'b'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael Bagala bagala u'bizman kariv. Amen. Brichu.
La'elami kol birhata v'shirhata.
Tushbekata v'nechemata zamiran bi'alama. Amen. Beautiful, Emily. We face Jerusalem, which is toward this direction.
Yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai.
Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. There's a special poem that we've inserted between the Shema, between the Baruch Hu and the Shema. It's called Love Wins. And it's on the theme of love, which is the theme of the prayer that liturgically belongs here. I'd like to read this poem, and when we get to the italics, I'd like the congregation to respond. The words are, repeat after me, V'ahavta l'reyecha k'mocha. That means love your neighbor as yourself. One day the words coming out will sound strange. Oppression based on gender or orientation will be a memory, history to honor and remember. The pain of hiding, repressing, denying, honoring the triumphs of those who fought to be free, remembering the violence and vitriol that cost lives. When love wins at long last.
V'ahavta l'reyecha k'mocha.
Love your neighbor as yourself will be as natural as breathing.
V'ahavta l'reyecha k'mocha.
One day love will win every heart. Love will win every soul. Fear will vanish like smoke, and tenderness for all will fill our hearts.
V'ahavta l'reyecha k'mocha.
Love wins. In the end, love wins. All genders, all orientations, all people, all true expressions of heart.
V'ahavta l'reyecha k'mocha.
Let this come speedily in our day. A tribute to the many and the diverse gifts from heaven. A tribute to love deep and true, each of us for one another. Kamocha. The response is to listen to the words of our God and our people.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vahed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vahed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Please be seated, everyone.
Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command you on this day
Shall be upon your heart.
shall be upon your heart. Thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. Thou shalt speak of them
When thou sittest in thy house,
when
thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down,
And when thou risest up.
and when thou rise, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be for frontlets between thine eyes, and thou shalt write them on the upon thy gates, and upon thy gates that ye may remember, and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto thy God, unto thy God, unto thy God, unto thy God.
We invite Emily Olshan to chant the Hebrew version of the Ve'ahavta. It is not in your prayer books.
36.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu chadvarim ha'ele asher Anohi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibartam bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha uv'leftecha v'derech uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha uv'shartam le'ot al yodecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uv'tavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'isharecha Leman tizkeru ve'asitem et kol mitzvotav v'hitem kedoshim le'lolehem Ani Adonai Elolehem asher hotzeiti etem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiyot lahem Elohim Ani Adonai Elolehem.
Nice job, Emily.
The Michamocha is our next prayer, and we have a beautiful setting that is called Walking in the Light, and it's actually an African folk melody that was taken from a man named Saul Kay, he's a rabbi, and his wife Alana Jagoda, and actually many of the prayers that we're doing tonight are by Alana Jagoda. And he is born in South Africa, so he takes this African folk melody and sets it to English, to Hebrew, to the Michamocha, and to Zulu. So we will be singing all three languages this evening.
What's that? Just you.
We are walking in the light of God. 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 We are walking. We are walking. We are walking. We are walking. We are walking in the light of God. We are walking. We are walking. We are walking. We are walking in the light of God. Michamocha, Michamocha, v'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar b'kol.
walking. We are walking. We are walking in the light of God.
We are walking.
We are walking. We are walking. We are walking in the light of God.
We are walking in the light of God. We are walking in the light of God.
We are walking in the light of God. We are walking in the light of God.
We are walking.
We are walking.
We are walking.
We are walking in the light of God.
We are walking.
We are walking.
We are walking.
We are walking in the light of God.
We are walking.
We are walking.
We are walking.
We are walking in the light of God.
We are walking.
We are walking.
We are walking.
We are walking in the light of God.
With as much darkness as we face, Shabbat's always there. We always have Shabbat. And nothing will take Shabbat away from us. Nothing will take the light of Shabbat away from us. And so we sing Yom Zeh Yisrael, or Ra V'Simcha. This is a day for Israel, this Shabbat day, a day of light and a day of joy.
Yom Zeh Yisrael Ora V'Simcha Shabbat Menucha Yom Zeh Yisrael Ora V'Simcha Shabbat Menucha Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Yom Zeh Yisrael Ora V'Simcha Shabbat Menucha Yom Zeh Yisrael Ora V'Simcha Shabbat Menucha Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. Let's try that part again. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la.
On page 5, we come to the Amidah. We ask all who are able to please rise and face Jerusalem once again. And Emily, why don't you come on forward?
Na 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 Adonai
Ananananana sfatai titach. Ananananana ufi agid. Ufi agid tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana Batai Titach. Ananananana Ufi Agid. Ufi Agid Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana Batai Titach. Ananananana Ufi Agid. Ufi Agid Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana Batai Titach. Ananananana Ufi Agid. Ufi Agid Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana Batai Titach. Ananananana Ufi Agid. Ufi Agid Tehilatecha.
Adonai Sephatay Titach Ufi Agid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot Umevi Gula Libnei B'neihem Le'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Abraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lo Hoshia Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Novlim Ve'Rofeh Cholim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Milchamocha Ba'al Givurot Umidom Elach Belech Umechaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman Atala
Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh
Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh
Kadoshim b'chol yom yahalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai HaKadosh. We take a few moments now to enter into our own silent prayer. You can do this standing or sitting, but when you're finished with your prayer, please be seated and allow your soul time to reflect. Our country is in great need of healing. There are individuals who are in great need of healing. And it's hard to know where to begin. And so we do what we can. We give voices to the names of people that we know in addition to our country. But we start with the people that we know who can use our prayers. There are broken people in the world. There are broken people in this room. And as we offer the Misha Berach prayer, if there are names of people that you know who could use that feeling of wholeness, as my eyes meet yours, please say those names out loud so we can pray together as a community.
Avotenu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Me'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And let us say Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Cantor, thank you for assembling such a beautiful, spirited service. And to everyone in our bands, you lift my spirit and my soul up. To everyone in the congregation, your voices filling this place with light and goodness. It's like God touching earth when I hear you. And I thank you for that. I think we need more of that. People often think that they can find God by looking up, but the truth is we have to look out at each other. That's why the Tower of Babel didn't work. People tried to see God looking up, but it wasn't until bridges were built and they could see each other that they found God. This week's Torah portion, which of course is my favorite one, it's called Naso. And it has a verse in it which is about hearing the voice. It's at the very end of Naso. It teaches when Moses went into the tent of meeting to speak with God, Moses would hear the voice, kol, it is in Hebrew. Moses would hear the voice addressing him from above the cover that was on top of the ark. Moses had this special place to go to hear the voice. Now, many of us have a special place to go to find that spiritual center. Sometimes we hear that voice in places we don't always expect. I mean, we heard the voice today as Emily chanted V'ahavta. That's hearing a little bit of God. A couple of weeks ago when Travers became a bar mitzvah, we heard the voice. Being in that presence is hearing the voice. Seeing our incredible young people here, shepherded by Monique right now, it's experiencing the voice. Sometimes we hear it in places we don't expect, but sometimes we have a special place to go where we want to encounter the voice, to be at one with our souls, to be mindful. Moses would go to the tabernacle because that's where he could find solace and silence. Imagine if you were Moses with all those fetching people, bringing them across the desert. He had to have somewhere to go where he could be at peace. But here's the thing, Moses wouldn't stay there. Moses would only go in once in a while. He had to go there and to experience the voice, but he had to leave there as well. So he would go there, he would take that moment to reflect, and then he would go out into the world and do great things. Friends, we've come through a difficult, difficult week. The massacre in Orlando has tortured our hearts, but it will not darken our spirits. It will not darken our spirits. Friends, we must find the voice that Moses sought. And the voice truly is different for each person. The voice is our strength. The voice is our being. The voice is our past and our future. Now, at times it seems like that voice has laryngitis. You know, we want to hear God speaking to us, but we just can't because sometimes something gets in the way of that voice reaching us. And at times, we're kind of loud ourselves. And even when that voice is calling to us, we may not be listening. but that voice is always there. When Moses went into the tent of meeting to speak with God, he would hear the voice addressing him from above the cover, the parochet, that was on top of the ark. Well, once we find our voice, once we find even the voice filtering through various places, once we open our hearts enough to find that the voice may not only be in one place, but can come from many places, well, then we can find it and meditate on it. And we'll find that the voice is our life and the length of our days. But when we find the voice, we can't stay there. We have to exit the tent. Because if we stay in the tent too long, if we remain just at peace in that spiritual place, then we're never going to get things done. There's a time for that voice, but there's also a time that we need to take that voice and allow it to inspire us to make changes in the world. Then and only then can we lobby for the changes that the world needs. Then can we rally for the causes that will not only respond but be lights for the situation that we're in. Then we can try to figure out what's the root of the deep-seated anger that might cause a person to go on a mass shooting rampage. Then we can work toward effectuating better controls on guns and other arms. But we don't just go out and do it. We have to first pause and not do anything too quickly, but allow that voice to speak to us. And that's why we're here on Shabbos. We come together. This is our tent. This is our sanctuary. Just as for those 49 precious people, their sanctuary was at that club. This is our sanctuary. This is our safe space. And we need to make sure that when we enter here, we know that we exit with purpose, with love, and with goodness. Friends, we're about to do something very special in our tent of goodness. And I'm going to ask for Carol and Cantor to help us out here. That tent, even though it was a dark space, wasn't dark. They had spiritual light when Moses was in there. We're going to darken our overhead lights in a moment, and every other person or so is going to hold on to a small votive candle that we will light in a minute. Maybe one for every 2 or 3 people. As you hold this light and as you spread this light, it's like souls touching souls and hearts touching hearts. May this light always go forth and shine. May this light animate our voices so that we can be that special voice of God for other people when they need it. May it remind us that darkness will never win, that we are too strong for that, and that a little small piece of light can shatter the dark world. Our light indeed shines brighter together, and each of you is a piece of that light, an element of that goodness. Each of you is a piece of God.
I'm gonna light this candle for the joy in our heart. I'm gonna light this candle for is on its way. I'm gonna light this light tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna light this light tonight. I'm gonna light this candle for those who feel alone. I'm gonna light this candle so they might find their way home. I'm gonna light this candle for those whose hearts are broken, so they may know God has heard the prayers they've spoken. I'm gonna light this night tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna light this night tonight. I'm gonna light this candle for turning our lives upside down. I'm gonna light this candle for finding stillness as the world turns round. I'm gonna light this candle for the children who are great believers. They may know, we may know, they are our greatest teachers. I'm gonna light this night. Yeah, 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 this night tonight. I'm gonna light this candle for me. I'm gonna light this candle. This is right where I'm supposed to be. I'm gonna light this candle so that we may walk our own true path. 'Cause there ain't no use looking back. I'm gonna light this night tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna light this night tonight. Oh, I'm gonna light this night tonight. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna light this night tonight.
Friends, if you can carefully blow the candles out, we're going to have our lights come back on. Deb Falcon? Deb, are you the board tonight? Yes, okay. So friends, it's my honor to call forward one of the greatest lights in our synagogue, and that's Deb Falcon, who's representing our board tonight and who's here to offer you a Shabbat Shalom. Deb, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for being here. Microphone.
What's that? Yeah, it was really good.
No?
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
As you can see in our leaflet tonight, that the Kabalat Shabbat is being co-sponsored, the element is being co-sponsored by Marla and Ed Wolowitz in memory of their son Lee, and by Deborah and Paul Alshon in honor of their daughter Emily becoming a bat mitzvah. As Emily was joining and leading the service tonight, I just wanted to applaud several times. Her voice was so sweet and so strong and so able. Congratulations to you, Emily. There are several upcoming events. There's day camp is happening now. There's a wonderful bat mitzvah tomorrow morning. Everybody is invited. Oh, excuse me, in the evening, tomorrow evening, at 5 p.m. We're having a sisterhood mahjong tournament soon. Day camp service is in July, and resident camp is coming, and a Jewish community night at Dodger Stadium is coming. On my way over here, as I was driving here, I was thinking about the past. Members of the board come up and talk at all Shabbat services. We used to call it Bima duty, which was, that's like jury duty. You have to do it. So the name was changed to Bima service. But tonight I'd like to call it Bima spirit and light, because it gives me joy to stand in front of all of you, my Temple Akiba family, and wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.
We have a unique experience tonight because we're going to call up the newest member of Sisterhood and the outgoing president of Sisterhood, Karen Marcus. If you'll come forward, and Emily, who is sort of the newest member. Emily, Karen is such a dear and wonderful person, and she has a presentation for you on this very special day. Thanks, Karen.
Hi, Emily. It's my great honor as a Sisterhood president on behalf of the Sisterhood board to present you with a beautiful Kiddush cup of your own. We hope that you will use it for all your holiday and Shabbat services and have many memories and use it with joy and with pride. We applaud you tonight on the wonderful job you did leading the services, your beautiful voice. And we know you've worked very hard to get to this point, and your hard work is paid off, and you did a beautiful job. And I wish Mazel Tov to you, your family. Paul and Deborah raised a beautiful young lady, and good luck tomorrow, and Mazel Tov, Shabbat Shalom.
Wow, Mazel Tov! Thank you. Thank you so much, Karen. Friends, we rise for the Aleinu. It is on page 7, about halfway down. We face Jerusalem once again.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kugye ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishbechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam. V'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz. Bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Let's remain standing but face inward once again. On page 8, if we can read together at the top of the page. Yitkadal, v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. This is the praise of the living, praise of the gift of life, praise for loved ones and friends, for listening hearts, laughter and forgiveness, praise for their searching and striving, for perversity and vision, minds that aspired to know and understand. Praise for their courage and faith, for souls that brought light into dark corners, for hands that were gentle and strong. Praise for those who walked before us in valleys of darkest shadow, who endured their grief. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah. Praise for the one who is always with us, the source of growth, the promise of goodness. Praise for the gift of life and memory. Praise for the blessing of hope. We stand as one on this night of remembrance, united in grief, united in loss, united in the power of a promise. God has made us. God will sustain us. We give praise to this life and rise up together to renew our strength. On the second half of page 8, you'll find the names of each of the victims from Orlando. Let's take a moment in our own way to read those names. May their memory give us strength. Their loss is such a waste. There was so much potential in each of them. We remember also, of course, those of our own community who have died, who continue to shine upon us from their eternal resting space. We remember first those for whom we are in Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning, including Alan Wertheim, father of Lisa Potrush, Dr. Robert Ozeran, a friend of Herman Barnathan, and Karen Wolpin, friend of Barry Hallworth. Is there anyone else observing Shloshim the first 30 days since a loved one has died? Mark Eisenberg. We add to their names the yard sites, the anniversaries of the deaths that occur on this Shabbat. I begin with the names that are included on our memorial boards. Morton Andron, Molly Cholden, Vera Friedman, Grace Gross, Sam Meyer, Constance Rosenfeld, Hayden Wheats, Florence Zeidman. We also remember Mildred Abrams, David Bregman, Nathan Chelner, Phyllis Dror, Alexander Dukin, Ida Feldman, Louis Gilman, Sarah Gold, Bernice Hurwitz, Harry Katz, Lillian Nell, Randy Pamela Madnick, Toby Norman Goldie, David Pastor, Sidney Ratner, Howard Rosenberg, Fanny Rosenthal, Edith Slutsky, Melvin Snidman, Fred Sussman, Max Trach, and Lee Wilkowitz. To the entire Wilkowitz family, our hearts are with you every step of the way, and we love you. Is there anyone else who is observing a yard site at this time? On page 9, we read these sacred words together, giving light to their memory. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah. Bi'alma divrach urute bi'amlich malchute. B'chayechon uvyomechon. U'v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mivarach leolam u'amei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal. Shemei d'kudashah b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who causes peace to be known in the high heavens help us understand that by reaching out to each other, we can have peace on earth as well. For all Israel and for all humanity, we say, Amen.
Our last prayer is called Or Zarua. It's a fun and a more upbeat prayer. We leave you with light, with hope, with joy. The translation, light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright in heart.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Or Zarua, La Sadiq.
Hold on.
We have to
We got
try
to
this
teach you
again.
something here. Or Zarua, clap, clap.
La tzaddik.
And if you don't know the
Clap, clap.
words, put your things down and just sing la la, but
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sure you get the claps in the right place, okay?
And it's la la anyways.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Or Zarua, La Sadiq. U'Yisrael Simcha. Or Zarua, La Sadiq. U'Yisrael Simcha. Or Zarua, La Sadiq. U'Yisrael Simcha. U'Yisrael Simcha. O Zarua Tzadik Yisrael Simcha. Yisrael Simcha.
Ya
La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya ba 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 ba. Or Zarua La Tzadik U'Yisrael Simcha. Or Zarua La Tzadik U'Yisrael Simcha. Or Zarua La Tzadik U'Yisrael Simcha. Yisrael Simcha. Or Zarua Tzadik Yisrael Simcha. Yisrael Simcha.
Just our voices.
Ba 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 ba. La Tzadik U'Yisrael Simcha. O Zarua La Tzadik U'Yisrael Simcha.
So, as is our custom as we close Shabbat, we want to be connected to each other. So everyone has got to be touching the challah or touching someone who's touching the challah. So come together, one big web of connection.
And we can actually break the challah in here.
That's
We're
right, we
in the
don't worry
social
about
hall.
schmutzing in here. Motzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices joining happy chorus as our prayer is humbly said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Whoops. O Zaru, Shabbat Shalom, Zadik, U'Yisrael Simcha. O Zarua, Lat Zadik, U'Yisrael Simcha. O Zarua, Lat Zadik, U'Yisrael Simcha. U'Yisrael Simcha.
Lonnie loves camp.
O Zarua Tzadik U'Yisrael Simcha. U'Yisrael Simcha.
Ooh, sorry.